All right, we're back, and this episode of Stupidity in the Gamosphere is about people saying Nintendo doesn't get it. So I'm going to address three issues that people say Nintendo needs to get with the program on with the Switch, even though we know practically nothing about that. We don't know the full metrics of what's going on with the system. So the first one is the battery life. Let's just get this out the way, okay? The Switch is the full culmination of the GameCube's promise and the Wii U's promise as well, okay? What I mean by this is that the Switch is, for lack of a better word, is a console that you can take on the go. Now let's break that down for people who don't seem to understand it. It's a console that you can also take on the go. It is not a portable. Okay?
That's pretty much what a portable is. You can take it wherever you want. I know it's not strictly a portable, but they advertise it to be very portable in their first trailer. Keep that in mind.
And, I mean, we have to remember, Nintendo has always been the family option. Most families have enough shit to pay for with online and mobile and stuff like that. Like, you know, they don't want to pay for all this extra crap. You know, I mean, I can understand it. I can appreciate it. So that leads to what I personally think they're gonna do on their online. I have no evidence of this, but this is just my own feeling. I think that the online pricing is going to be, they're going to undercut what you get from Sony and Microsoft. I'm thinking maybe $30 to $40 a year. I think $30 to $40 a year, maybe $8 a month, $7.99, something like that. And I think the bennies that you'll get will be from buying Nintendo products digitally and using their services digitally. So,
which is going to be fucking hard with a 32 gig fucking flash drive. I know it's spannable, but that shit can get pretty pricey. I know it's not a whole lot expensive to upgrade that, but they should at least put 1 terabyte add in. With the 32 gigabytes is a fucking joke, and if they do benefits with digital games, you're kind of have to fucking spend money on an upgrade, which is fucking horse shit.
You know, we've already seen this with Miitomo and stuff like that, and their mining and their platinum and gold coins. Which, I mean, it's an imperfect system, and in some ways it kind of fucking sucks.
No, it's more than way kind of fucking sucks. It fucking sucks.
But you get what I'm saying. So I think they're going to undercut the competition with their pricing, and I think that it's going to be around $30 to $40 a year, maybe, or $8 a month. That's what I'm thinking. Which leads to my third point. I might keep going as things come to me. My third point is people talking about, well, you know, the games, there's no pack-in game. Look, this is a damned if they do, damned if they don't. You know, when Nintendo includes a pack-in game, some people love it, some people hate it. This is a budget issue. It would increase the price. If they had a pack-in game at launch, you know, they don't really have a killer app pack-in game. And I know what some people say. What about Zelda Breath of the Wild? That's like a AAA game for them, and they don't really want to, you know, do that as a pack-in title. So,
why the fuck not? A packing game like Breath of the Wild would be fucking amazing for the Switch. And if they just pack it at regular price without increasing it, well, hell, even if they increase it by $20, $30, hell, even 40, I would understand. I wouldn't mind that, actually. I don't know why they don't do this. Why they don't do it? Oh, they're fucking cheapskates, that's why.
So, Breath of the Wild is out as a packing game. Okay, 1-2 Switch. That's a budget title, but if they included it, people would say, "Oh, you fuckers, you didn't do this, you didn't do that." So, what are they supposed to do? Just deal with it? Just deal with the bullshit? So. They did the best they could with considering the situation, which is give the consumer choice. This also is a money issue because I don't think they're making too much money off the units themselves, but I think with the sale of a game, they'll be making a healthy profit.
This is from a company that's net worth is $22 billion fucking dollars. They're just doing the best they can.
This is just me. I don't have any evidence to prove it because we don't know what their investment thing says at this point. Even though I own a few Nintendo shares, it's through a stock portfolio. It's not through like a brokerage, not directly through them. So, I mean, even with that, for me, just with the amount of tech that's in this system, I don't think it's making a huge amount of money day one. That's just me. Which leads to my fourth point about the Nintendo Switch. And people saying, Nintendo, you just don't understand. You don't get it. You keep on fucking up. Look, Nintendo, I'm not saying they're perfect. They aren't. But Nintendo with the Switch, I mean, when you look at the amount of tech that's in the system, and the Joy-Cons and stuff like that, it's using NVIDIA chips, NVIDIA chipset, and we know even NVIDIA's cheaper options aren't exactly cheap. So, I mean, people need to calm the fuck down, take a break, relax, and come to the realization that Nintendo is doing the best they can under the circumstances, okay? With this system. Okay? Nintendo is basically like your parents, okay? Your parents, like a lot of people's parents. Your parents are not wealthy people, but they'll do the best they can within the circumstances, okay?
And this is my biggest problem with your video. Nintendo is fucking wealthy, and they can or could, if they really wanted to, make a really powerful system and give it to you in a bundle for a reasonable price. But they don't, because they're cheap skates, not because they're poor or just simply can't afford it, because they fucking could if they wanted to, but they don't, because they rather cater to the Japanese market than the rest of the world. Ain't that the fucking shit?
They'll give you the best. They'll give you the best they can within a certain amount of time and energy. Okay, it's not going to be perfect. Your parents aren't going to give you a horse. They aren't going to get you that super duper treehouse, but you might get a puppy. You might get a cat. Your parents aren't going to go during the peak of travel season to Universal Studios, but they might take you, in January or February on off travel season, and the rides don't change. Most of the shit will be open. It's just you're going to be going at a time that's a little bit more advantageous for their wallet. So, I mean, Nintendo is basically kind of like that. They'll do the best they can within the budget.
That's pretty much what a portable is. You can take it wherever you want. I know it's not strictly a portable, but they advertise it to be very portable in their first trailer. Keep that in mind.
Okay? Alright, they'll do the best they can within a budget, okay? They're not gonna break their ass. But you'll get some decent quality stuff. And so, just calm the fuck down and relax, okay? And you gotta work with them, okay? Now, which leads to my final point, okay? If you don't like what Nintendo's showing, don't buy it.
I really hate this fucking argument, mainly because, well, if they don't fucking buy it, that's the real fucking problem, isn't it? If they don't market it correctly, and if they don't give people what they want, they're gonna lose fucking money. Look at the Wii U. They didn't get what they wanted, and guess what? It fucking suffered because of it. This is the main problem with Nintendo. They just don't give a fuck about the Western world, or fuck the rest of the world at that. They just want to cater to the Japanese market, and that's it. They don't give a fuck about anybody else. That's the real problem. And if they don't like what they see, they will do exactly what you said and not fucking buy it.
If you don't
And
like
that's
it,
the real problem here.
don't buy it. Wait until it's more attractive. You know, and quit bitching. Quit pitching a bitch about it if you don't like it. That's all I'm saying. Okay? If you don't like it, don't fucking buy it. Okay? Don't sit there and whine, oh, Nintendo, this system's not really resonating with me. Well, shit, don't.
Yeah, don't criticize Nintendo for having a shitty underpowered system if you don't like it, because if you don't, they'll just not give a fuck anyways and make what they want. Give me a fucking break. People bitch and whine because they want Nintendo to change, praying to whoever will fucking listen. If you're religious or not religious, I don't care. They just fucking want Nintendo to listen to them for fucking once in their life and to give them what they want. Other companies do this with enough pressure, but not Nintendo. Oh god, if they fucking do that, fucking apocalypse will be upon us. Give me a break.
God damn. Shit. God damn. God damn, bitch. God damn. Like I said, I don't like the Xbox brand. I don't like the console. I don't buy Xbox systems. You know, I see Xbox. I'm like, fuck this console. And I don't feel bad about it. I'm not like, oh my god. Oh my god, I just don't buy it. I'm like, fuck this console. I don't like it. You know, that's how I feel. So, you know, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Pretty simple. And if you're going to continue to bitch about the system, at least have a valid reason and not some arbitrary bullshit that you just, you know, one of those Nintendo can't win arguments. You know. Okay? So,
where are these arguments if Nintendo just can't win? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The biggest criticisms I see about the Switch is it's about underpowered and no third-party development. Which is all true, by the way. With that, the video ends. He just keeps on playing Fallout 4. But the arguments he has are really fucking bad. Well, if you just don't like it, don't buy it. Fine. People won't buy it. And that's the biggest problem with Nintendo. They just won't buy it if they don't get what they want. Or see something they like, but they're not in the system. That's the biggest problem with Nintendo. Because they just won't buy it. And they need people to buy it. They want, you know, Nintendo to offer them something. so they just spend their hard-earned money on the fucking system that they want. And oh, don't criticize them if you don't like it. Why the fuck not? Nintendo needs it more than any of these other companies because what they're doing right now is not working. A great example of this is the Wii U. It failed. Just admit it. The Wii U is just, it had a slow start, and it's just no third party development. And hell, they even stopped fucking production on the fucking Wii U. That's how much Nintendo gives two fucks about that system. They said, oh no, we're gonna extend its life for years to come. When they made that switch, oh, fucking ended that fucking thing. Just like that. Nintendo needs criticism so badly. They really need to change something in that company where they do cater more to the rest of the world, mostly the Western world, because that's a lot of revenue over here. If they just give people a powerful system and not try to get more of these more gimmicky fucking Joy-Con motion control shit, then they probably would be in a lot better spot than they are right now. And that's all I have to say. Thank you for listening. Rate, comment, and subscribe.